That's why I couldn't find it, Jim. The place looked empty. There was chains on it. They're even now, how long I've been looking for the place, they're even now waiting to go in. The place is locked up. Oh, no cars in the car park. I drove past it so many times thinking, it's not there. That's one of them places that are shut down. Anyway, I'm here now apparently. I'm here now. Just waiting for somebody to turn up with a key. What a time to not run my camera. Oh, I'm here in Kingsbury. There's a road there. The address is Trinity Road, Piccadilly. The name I was given was Arrow Point. So first of all, I couldn't find Arrow Point. This Trinity Road is on a very 11-foot bridge. Piccadilly, the village Piccadilly is there. So if you go onto Trinity Road, Piccadilly, on the low bridge, I wondered what side it was. Anyway, rang the office, couldn't find the firm, didn't know where it was. So I thought, well, I'll try it. I can always back out, can't I? Well, I did. It was an 11-foot bridge and I had to back out. Caused mayhem backing out. Anyway, I found a gateway, stuffed my arse in a gateway, turned around. So the reason I couldn't find it is that isn't strictly the right address. It's on this Kingsbury Link, the Kingsbury Link Road, but that Trinity Road is off-putting, and that Piccadilly, the signs say Piccadilly now. There was signs saying don't go down that way, 11-foot bridge, blah, 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 blah. But sometimes it's this side of the bridge or that side of the bridge. Anyway, I'm here, and the reason I've driven past, I went over there first and had to back out. It's next door, they said, right? Went next door, went over to there. They said, no, it's not there. That's FedEx. It's next door. And I looked at this and I thought, this place is locked down. It's derelict. It's not here. Nobody in the car park. It can't be here. This must be a place that's locked down. Well, I'm guessing I must be the first container in here bringing stuff. Maybe they've just moved in or they're moving in today or something. But anyway, there's cars here waiting for somebody to come and open the gate. Oh, what a morning. It must have took me an hour. Up and down, round and round, speak to this person, get in the queue, press the button, wrong place, back out, turn around. And I didn't film any of it. Oh, what a dum-dum. That would have been quite a story. But anyway, how the hell are you supposed to find the place when it looks derelict and there's no signs? And we'll ask them, but I've got a sneaky feeling they've only just took it over and I might be the first delivery in here, for all I know. They're all over it looks, but we're still waiting for a man to turn up with the key at 8:30 for an 8 o'clock booking. Anyway, it's 8:34, they're just opening the gate and, oh no, 8:30 booking, oh. Yeah, sometimes when new companies move in, you know, it's been empty for a while, there's no signage up, there's no name, there's no nothing, even the old name has gone, look, and you turn up and here I am on my lonesome. Oh dear me, there's no signage or number or nothing at all. It's just guesswork. I mean, ordinarily if it would have been open and busy I would have driven in. Is it here? No. And then you go to the next one because next door said it was here. Next door said it was next door, and next door said it was next door. They were meaning here, but because they were shut and it looked empty. The cars have arrived now. Anyway, main thing is we're here and we're getting tipped. Ooh, and I completely missed the whole story. You know, it took me by surprise this morning. I haven't had a difficult one like this for quite some time. As you can see, that Trinity Road, I'm in the Kingsbury Link, the industrial estate, big place. Trinity Road is incorrect. It might be where the frontage is. It might be the original address before they turned it into an industrial estate. Who knows? But do not go down that Trinity Road. And Piccadilly is off-putting because that's the name of the village that is beyond here. Yeah, So some of these addresses can be quite confusing. So if you saw the blue spots on the picture that I added, that's where I am, and I got here via the Kingsbury link. This what was causing trouble, and this is what was causing trouble, and the postcode actually took me to the property next door. But like I say, I went in next door, and they said, oh no, it's down the road. So the usually postcode gets you straight there. Well, it got me to the place next door, and I thought this place was derelict. So obviously I went to the next door again, didn't I? Anyway, we're here now, we're getting tipped. That's the main thing. So today's queue is a lot more logical. I want to go into this queue in the right. I want to come here, get my box off. And then I got to go queue on the right to get my box on. But as you can see, I can't cut in. So I've got to get to the back of the queue. But there's two opportunities to get to the back of the queue. I'll tell you when I get there. We want to queue on the right. But you can't just cut into the queue. You've got to go to the back of the queue. So we've got our box off. We want our next box on. Sometimes you take the box off and I'm in the same position, but we were dropping off an empty one, so that goes to a different position, generally to the full ones. So that's the queue, and you talk to the squawk box and he shouts to you, position 1 or bay 1 or bay 2, or what do they call them here? I think they call them bays here. Bay 1, 2 and 3. Yeah. So pad, that's what they call them here, pad 1 and pad 2 and pad 3. Sometimes it's a bay, sometimes it's a position. So if there's no one waiting on the hill, we can get in the back of the queue, because that much space. But if there's someone on the hill waiting to come down, that means they can see the queue and they can't get in the back of it. So we've got to do this. Go around here. There's nobody on the hill. If there was someone queuing on the hill, we'd have to go to the top to the roundabout and come back and join the back of that queue. But that means there's room around here for us to just slide in behind the queue. And there's no cheating, and there's no ducking and diving, and nobody can do anything different, only take the turn in the queue. So now we are taking our turn in the queue. Woohoo! Trucks just like to follow each other. That's the nature of what they do. Just follow each other to where they get to go. How many containers are on a train? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They use a dead end here. I think they split it in two, you know, and then they bring it in that way. I think so. I think that's what I've heard them say. Is it going to move? Wow, it must be a tremendous amount of momentum, you know, a train full of all these containers. And you know, if he was taking a full load out to the docks. Oh, he's coming the other way. There's another train coming in. Has he got... Oh look, there's a train on its own there. We better move. Are we on 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, number 15 here. That green one, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 25, 25, big gap there, but maybe around 26, stopping again, 6, 27, 27, 28, 29, because these are longer trailers, they've got a 20 foot as well. There's 29 and a half, you might say. Let's see what happens. We're up to 29 and a half with that 40 and a 20 on. I'm guessing this place will be like a dead end for the railway. Hold on, we're moving. Here at the Squawk Box, waiting to be told what to do. Yeah, I think this is like a dead end for a train. I think this is a destination. I don't see through trains coming through here. They don't pass here. They come here and they go away from here. There's a train coming in from that direction. So that train is going underneath the crane. So those boxes will be lifted off and we'll be delivering them. It's Friday today, so I guess that's late Friday delivery, or maybe Saturday morning deliveries, or even getting them in ready for Monday, next week's deliveries maybe. There's a couple of tracks to the right of us, tracks. There's a couple of tracks to the left of us as well, look. Train moving there, look. That track's moving. That track's standing. This track's standing. That track's moving. There's quite a lot going on. And my understanding, oh yeah, look, he's pushing them in. My understanding is the trains have priority. They must do the trains. They have to get all they've got to do. The trains must have priority. So they're doing whatever they've got to do with the trains, and we've just got to wait. Here's another train load coming in, going under the train. This one hasn't moved yet. This one, so I don't know if they cut sections off and put them in here. I really don't know how the system works. But they have several lines, you know, 4 or 5 lines underneath the big cranes. So it's the second train we can see coming in, pushing some containers in. And there's the train, look, pushing them in. Still at the squawk box, waiting for our instructions. Pad 1, he said. Right, okay, pad 1. They've been quite some time concreting and altering and whatever here. There's the train going in, look. Then we have to go and stand in that square box now. I'm gonna just run you for a bit because they're so busy everything is. We've got ourselves a sticky box. Whoa! Get ready for the bang. Let's try and, it's not quite settled. No big deal. Ooh, hear the bang. Oh, let's hope it's that one. Let's give it one more that way. Yeah, let's go and check it. Sometimes the box doesn't quite sit right. Sometimes you have to have it lifted up and put back on again, which is pretty rare, but does happen. Wow, these boys are busy. All this equipment is running around. Everybody's really busy down here. so much activity. You just want to get in and you just want to get out, don't you? They keep trying to dig me out of my coffin. They would, you know. I reckon this lot would get a shovel and dig me out of my coffin. Reggie, we got a box needs delivering. Oh dear me. The way it is, right. Let's now this is where, if there was a bigger queue, we'd have to come up here to the roundabout and turn around. Anyway, we've got our box. It's the right box number, it's the right seal, we've locked it on. We've been to this place before. I got a sneaky feeling we're going to be lucky and there's not going to be a queue, or we're going to be unlucky and there's going to be one hell of a queue on a Friday there. Anyway, let's crack on and see what we can do. Let's go and book out now then. He's got his lights on and he's been going very slowly, so he's looking for something, so expect him to change direction pretty quick. Yeah, he's looking, somebody must have broken down, somebody must require his services, and they've told him he's on the A5 by junction 10 and the 42 somewhere. He's checked out a lay-by and it wasn't there. Which way is he going to go? You can see that he's looking for something. Is he going to go round? Yeah, look. Yeah, look. Yeah. He's in the wrong lane going round, but at least he had his lights on and he was going slowly. So we could tell that he was looking, the type of vehicle, the type of job that he does, he's looking for somebody, and he might be in the wrong place doing the wrong thing, because he's looking, isn't he, searching for someone. You just have to sometimes think for other people, or understand what they're trying to do, you know, understand their job for them. I think he found what he was looking for. I don't think so. Or maybe this was the man he was looking for, down the A5. Who knows? Is that a fire? Ooh, let's get past it quick. What is that? Engine gone? Yeah, I don't think it was a fire. I think it was just an engine gone. Now there's been a massive change here. Massive change here. Do you know, when you don't come to a place for a few months, they can't half get stuff done, can't they? These builders, we're probably going to come out of there, aren't we? When we're done. Maybe yeah, maybe no. Yeah, that's probably the place. Ooh, there's a massive, in Task now, there's a massive difference. Remember, we used to have to queue at the bottom here. Oh, everything's changed, wow. I can hardly recognise where I was. Yeah, around here we used to come down there, didn't we? In this bay here. Wow, huge change. So I'm presuming it's still a one-way system out of here with all the changes. Well, we've been bringing them big rolls of paper, haven't we? And they turn it into kitchen paper and toilet paper and all them paper products. Yeah. This place has grown enormous. They've been really busy. But that's the difference between a private company and a company working for the government. This isn't a government project, is it? This is managed properly. You know, there's a building firm looking after this, and not like HS2, corrupt and full of BS, unnecessary BS. Yeah. Right then. Wow. Big changes here. There's something going on down here. Some sort of breakdown, do you think? Oh, look at that. Looks like the breakdown truck is broken down. Don't see that very often.